FlipBookStudios presents you with The War of the Unconscious Mind. Surrealism was a major cultural movement that began in Paris, France during the early 1920s and progressed all the way up to the 60s. It was an era of art that developed from the Dada era, which was composed of art that rejected logic and reason, but instead focused more on the creation of photorealistic paintings that would create creatures and scenes that defied the real world. Surrealism became a popular genre of art during the Roaring Twenties, causing the movement to rapidly spread around the globe, affecting other art forms such as music, literature, and film, even going farther out to affect political practices, philosophy, and social theory. The goal of the Surrealist movement was to create a better tactic at making societal change than compared to Dada, which attacked on current societal values. It was to revolutionize human experience in its personal, cultural, social, and political aspects. With Breton proclaiming that the true aim of Surrealism was long live the social revolution and it alone, André Breton officially started the Surrealist era in 1924 after branching off from the Dada movement, with his stance and support for visual expression. Breton officially set in motion the era of Surrealism through reproduction of artists such as Picasso and Duchamp. He organized exhibitions that featured Surrealist paintings and drawings. Breton grew the nickname the Pope of Surrealism. Then, not too long after, Surrealist art styles and techniques started to spread with the artworks of Max Ernst, André Masson, and Joan Miro. Leading off from the Roaring Twenties, the golden age of the 30s led to a boom in Surrealist art, especially in Europe, leading to the rise of famous artists such as Dorothea Tanning, Salvador Dali, Yves Tanguy, and René Magritte. The most widely known art being that of Salvador Dali and René Magritte. The year 1931 led to the turning point of most Surrealist art and created a sense of stylistic evolution. René Magritte's painting The Voice of Space being one of the first of many predominant paintings of the era, which depicts three spheres levitating over the country landscape. And Surrealist landscape Yves Tanguy in his painting Promontory Palace with his use of molten and liquid painting styles. This led to Dali's signature style of liquefied objects with one of his most famous paintings of the era, The Persistence of Memory. Artists like Dali, Tanguy, and Magritte used hyper-realistic styles that emphasized their dreamlike quality. This was one of two main categories of Surrealist art which went along with automatism used by artists such as Miro and Ernst. These two styles were often fused, which is seen through a lot of Miro's work. The Surrealist movement led into the time of World War II. The war began causing chaos to the people of Europe along with the art. Many artists began to flee Europe to North America in search of safety, especially against the fascist and Nazi movement. The war began to overshadow the Surrealist era as more focus came to the war itself, but the movement still continued. Artists still explored Surrealism, and during the 40s more artists took interest. This include artists such as Henry Moore, Lucien Fred, Francis Bacon, and Paul Nash. Even René Magritte continued his works with Surrealism, focusing on more realistic depiction while containing the juxtaposition of Surrealism, such as his works Personal Values and Empire of Light. Many believe that World War II spelled the end of the Surrealist movement, but historians believe that the true death of Surrealism was marked with the death of André Breton in 1966. although the art form re-emerged in the 1980s during the Iron Curtain, creating the artistic movement the Orange Alternative. The art form's popularity still continues today, and the style can be seen in modern art that we see on social media every day.